8 News is your local election headquarters. And with Election Day just 4 days away, we're taking a closer look at whether or not the U.S. Supreme Court's recent ruling on a voter purge in Virginia will have an impact.
8 News reporter Victoria Lucas joining us live in studio with that answer. Victoria, good evening.
Eric, Heather, good evening to you. I sat down with our 8 News political analyst earlier this evening who tells me it may spark the concern where some feel less secure about their vote or even make them less likely to go to the poll, but the same effect would not be expected in large numbers. Rather, this is more of a symbolic argument, our analyst says, as it pertains to the right to vote. In a 6-3 vote Wednesday, the nation's Supreme Court gave the green light for Virginia officials to continue a voting purge of roughly 1,600 people who were said to be non-citizens on the state's voter rolls, a reversal to a federal judge's initial ruling to block the move. The U.S. Department of Justice and voter rights activists who filed lawsuits against the state brought up the National Voter Registration Act, also known as the Quiet Period Provision, a federal law that requires states to complete any systematic programs intended to remove ineligible voters from voter rolls no later than 90 days before federal elections.
The concern is that there are eligible voters then who may have filled out a form incorrectly and who now are not registered to vote when they thought that they were.
We asked 8 News political analyst Rich Marr if this would be a concern come Election Day.
If you are affected by this purge, and you may not find out until Tuesday, let's say you go to vote and you're not on the voter registration rolls. In Virginia, we have same-day registration.
For folks who register on Election Day, they would be submitting a provisional ballot.
If you are affected by this purge, and you may not find out until Tuesday, let's say you go to vote and you're not on the voter registration rolls. In Virginia, we have same-day registration.
The voter purge ordeal, Marr explains, is a battle of symbolism.
It's a kind of symbolic battle about how we structure our elections. Ballot access, ease of voting, make it so that everybody participates, versus really protecting the sanctity of the process and ensuring that no ineligible, illegal vote ever happens. That's the kind of debate here.
And I asked Marr what would happen if the voter purge wasn't approved and those who are in fact non-citizens cast their ballot. And he tells me this would later be discovered and verified. Marr also adds there is a big risk for illegal voting, coming with a felony charge, heavy fines, and/or imprisonment. Live in studio, Victoria Lucas, 8 News.
Victoria.